Ice Spice was in the news about a week or two ago, but we do this bi-weekly. You know what I mean? But it's still something that I wanted to talk about. Stuff be happening right after we podcast. But I
Literally
mean,
the day
yeah,
after.
I don't know. Yeah. Um Ice Spice has gone on tour. She has a rapper friend that she's been seen around with by the name of Cleo.
Hmm.
Um Ice Spice this is what we know. Okay? This is what we know. Ice Spice tells Cleo, calls her up the day before the tour, saying, "Hey, got a spot for you on the tour if you want to come." Cleo decides, "Hey, this is my friend. I'm gonna pull up." It's been all on social media. They've been going back and forth about it. I personally have seen none of the videos. Maybe you two have. You know what I mean? I know we live very busy lives, but this is what we know. Um, Cleo says goes on the tour to perform, of course. Um, they do not have a room for her. She has to pay for her own food. Like just the arrangements are kind of crazy. And she sees Ice Spice being treated, and she didn't say these words, but I'm going to say it. She sees Ice Spice being treated as if it were her tour. Imagine that. And
Hmm.
and she's like disgruntled because I've received nothing. Like I have to pay for my own food. I got to pay for my own hotel. Y'all staying in these 5 stars hotels, and what I mean. You said that you had me. Ice Spice, she says I never told her that. I told her that she could come if she wanted to. I never said I was paying the whole thing. Cleo understood it a completely different way. She said in her version, she says that Ice Spice said, "I got you." Um, what are you guys' thoughts on this? I think this is intriguing. Us being the friends that we are, um, I figured this be a good topic of conversation.
This is funny because it's two different things, right? So number one, this is not your tour. It's for you to assume that I'm giving you a hand up or the opportunity to showcase your talent during my tour. So therefore, I mean, I'm just saying, yo, I just want you to
Oh
come,
yeah,
show up,
let me
whatever.
add this. Let me add this because she was like Ice Spice. So you know about this? Oh,
No, that I'm
okay.
listening
So
to
Ice
you.
Spice said. So Ice Spice said, no. Cleo was saying, um, they the security they was watching, they was protecting her. They wasn't protecting me. Um, they would grab
You don't
they
get
would
paid.
grab her.
You don't pay them
They would
to
grab
protect you.
they would look. They would grab her luggage and not mine. Like they would pick up all. Like say there were like 11. Say there was 11 luggages there. They would pick up 10 of them and not pick up hers, and she would feel a way about it.
She not paying. They're not paying her a check for them, which I feel for Cleo because you can also feel away, but it is not your choice. This is also an opportunity to have your leg up. You can't always feel as though you're going to get the whole full circle. I guess that should they should have like discussed the entirety of what was going to happen for this tour. I think that was needed a discussion because they had basically Cleo was just off the premise of, oh, she got me how I would think that I would get her type of thing.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? Where
mm,
that is not necessarily where Ice Spice is or and was at the time. You know what I'm saying? People treat people differently. You feel me? And that's what shows you who they are and where you place them in your life and stuff like that. So um, that's another caveat within itself. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I'm like, it's like, man, it ain't your tool, but at the same time, I can understand from where you're coming from because of the person you are to your friends or to your loved ones or the people that you say, I'm if you coming with me, you get all the benefits of being with me because you're an extension of myself. You feel me? Um, rather than, yeah, you can come with me. Just make sure, hey, just make sure you can get there. I can give us a ride. You know what I'm saying? But you're gonna just have to, do your the Airbnb, the hotel, whatever. Make your own accommodations. I can get you there, and I can put you on the stage. That's two different things. You saying? You see what I'm saying? So I can see.
So
I can see
wouldn't you
both sides.
say wouldn't you say that the onus is on Ice Spice to make sure that she is aware of those things, that she tells her those things?
Absolutely, I
Because
think Ice Spice
because
or Ice Spice's
what I'm
manager should
going
give
off
her
of
the
is a
itinerary.
friendship. I'm going off of you're my friend. I'm going off the strength that you're my friendship, that you're my friend. You know
Right,
what I mean? When I hear you
right.
got me, I hear my friend got me. Prior
Mm-hmm.
to all of this rap stuff.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm not trying to walk you to the answer. Like this is just me asking. I'm posing a question.
What was the question? Because
Sharice, what
you
are your
literally
thoughts?
said a statement. You said a statement.
No, I said, would you put the onus? Would you put the onus on Ice
Yeah,
Spice?
absolutely, because it's not full on and clear where we're going. But at the same time, as an adult, as a friend, hey, do I need anything? From the Cleo standpoint, do I need anything? What else do I need? Because for me, I don't be trusting a lot of people. So I have to make sure everything is clear. Like, yo, are you sure about this? What do I need to bring? What type of stuff do I need to place? Because I don't ever want to be at a place where I can't get back to where I need to be. Period. Like back to the crib. If anything happens, I'm like, I could dip right now. There is no problem. You
But
know what I'm
that's how.
saying?
I mean, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that's how you were raised. I know my
Cool. Yeah.
mother. Yeah, my mother taught me. And I'm a boy at the time. You know what I mean? But she was saying like she was talking about like the elements of dating and how you're supposed to date, like what a woman or a girl is supposed to do on a date. She was like, I was taught never to leave the house without any money. Right? If I'm going on a date, I need to have enough money to pay for my meal and get back to where I need to get back to. You know what I mean? Like, so if he decides to act a fool on a date, I could pay my way and get back to where I need to get back to. You know what I mean? So like I'm pretty sure that's something that you were taught in your younger age. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Sharice, what are your thoughts?
This is when you mix
You
business
want to go
and
last?
friendship. Nah, I said this is what happens when you mix business and friendship. I think you have to be a lot more stricter when you are doing business with a friend because your emotions are now involved. And
100.
just like y'all said before, she went in with the mindset of what she would do if she was in the place of Ice Spice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not blaming Ice Spice, but what I would say is that so often in the female world, it's always thought or promoted to be that it can only be one on top, and it's this type of behavior that kind of like keeps this like thing going. Because what's so hard, I mean, not for nothing, I'm gonna keep it a buck, I only know Ice Spice because she has a song with Nicki Minaj. I don't care for the song, but it's like you're clearly young, up and coming, you got a buzz going, and you're the more popular star. But from what I heard on this topic is that the Cleo young, she's far more talented from what I heard. It's just that I guess Ice Spice sells. So with that being said, I think it's always better to just uplift one another, especially if you're friends. You know what I mean? Just uplift, and y'all gonna get to the top together because y'all both got your own lane. I think often a lot of these artists don't pay attention to blueprints that have been successful before them. Not for nothing, Destiny Child are all successful individually. Yes, we have our Beyonce, but we have Kelly Rowland and Michelle Williams in their own lane, successful,
Don't
killing
be
it,
saying it
thriving.
like that. Don't be saying it like that.
Like
Michelle
what?
Williams. Say it
I
as
had
strong
no,
as you
no.
said Kelly Rowland.
Well, everybody
You
knows how I feel about Kelly, so that's why I'm just like
like
Kelly
Kelly Rowland
Rowland.
and
Yes, Kelly
Michelle
Rowland
Williams.
is. Oh my God, she's everything to me. But And then I'm sorry, Michelle Williams, who's gone on to do great things. She has the gospel. She has the acting. She was getting into her acting bag far before any of them.
Yeah,
She was
she
on
Yeah,
was
she be
Broadway.
on Broadway.
She was on
she
She be
was
Broadway.
on
Belle,
Broadway
right?
doing all that.
She was Belle. She was Belle in Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, I don't know about all of that, but she's been in
I'm
her
telling
bag
you.
of doing other things outside of being in Destiny Child. And I'm just like, y'all really got to understand that, like, you can be that way and still be successful. You don't have to knock the next person or step on someone or bring someone along that's not as, like, let's say, selling on your level to make you feel good and feel like you're superior and treat her back. Like, how are you allowing your worker, staff, security, whoever is getting bags to not grab her bag? Like he said, if you see all them bags, bring them all in. Let people decipher who's what. But to leave her bag and have that young lady go get her bags, that's trifling on your staff. And I don't know the company you keep, but I'm sorry, if I was Clea, I would have left respectfully. Like, if I'm gonna
You
be
gotta
treated
leave the
like
tour.
that, you gotta leave. You gotta
They
leave.
said
Just
she
for the
had
sake.
$700. They said she had $700 to her name on the tour. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And so it's like, that's a tour. You're not going to make it with $700.
You're
You know
not
what I mean?
in inflation. Absolutely not. Like,
No.
unless you're sleeping on
And
the bus.
you can't, unless you sleeping on the bus, which she wasn't, because there would be some nights she was sleeping in a hotel with Ice Spice. And she,
Okay.
Ice Spice had some words like, oh, like I can't have, and I'm being very nice about this. She said it very crass. She was like, I can't have my alone time to myself, so so sometimes
But
she
I'm
would be
sure
in
you're in the
sometimes
suite.
she'd
I'm
be in a
sure
room
it's
with
an
it with the
area.
hairstylist, her and the stylist. I think it was the stylist. They started rooming together and all of that type of stuff. But I'm with you, Shot. I would have left the tour. Is it my go? Or you got more?
That's basically the gist of what I had to say. It's basically as simple as, don't let anybody just treat you any type of way. If you're seeing some
That's a
disrespect
fact.
like that, it's an automatic, I'm out of here. Like, you can't grab
Yeah.
my bags. You can't make sure that I have housing, because I was under the assumption that you were going to take care of that. Now that I'm vocalizing that to you, if why can't you help me? And I understand wanting your alone time. You're not staying in no two queen bedroom. I'm sure you're in some form of a suite of some nature. So you mean
She
to
Right,
tell
was
right.
me
at the time.
Shorty, you mean to tell me she can't be in the living room and you go off to the bedroom? That's not enough long time for you while on tour? Come on. Like, it's just little petty things like this that keeps females down. And y'all just really just got to do better and set a better example for these young ladies coming up, because like, y'all are, like, the mentality is definitely crabs in a barrel. Yeah, it's fake friendships. Y'all are really selling these images that are just destroying the next generation. Like, they don't have a
Cleo
clue
had
of what
said
friendship is.
Cleo had said that she felt like she was in a way trying to sabotage her or like kind of like set her up in that type of situation. Yeah. No,
Yeah, that's horrible.
well said from the both of you. Here are my thoughts. You tell me about a tour that you going on a day before you go on a tour. And you say I could roll. That's the thing. You said I got you. Let's say she said I got you. I'm expecting you to have me. Things I'm expecting you to have for me. When you say you got me, things I'm expecting you to have me on. Room and board. Is board like food? That counts? Is board food?
Yes. Room and board is food.
Okay.
It's charcuterie.
Yes. Yeah. Well then, no. If board just means some knickknacks and some snacks and stuff like that, no. I'm expecting. I'm not necessarily expecting. I don't know what happened to. I'm not expecting you necessarily to have me. I don't expect me. Well, I'll say this. They're what, maybe 22, 23. I'll give them 24 at the max. This is her first tour. Okay. All right, this is their first tour. This is Ice Spice's first tour. Cleo has never been on tour. So I'm thinking if I'm friends with, say Omari is, say O is like the headliner, and like I'm like this lowly rapper that raps, you know what I mean? And he's like, Keith, I'm about to go on tour. You can come on tour with me. I got you. I'm expecting Omari to have me. You know what I'm saying? With no questions asked. I'm expecting him to know what I got you means. You know what I'm saying? And to Shah's point, the moment I feel like, oh, don't have me, y'all know I'm hopping off that tour.
I'm out of
All
here.
right, cool. Yeah, the moment I'm like, all right, where I'm staying at? Well, I don't know, bro. You should have figured that out, bro. You asked me to come on this tour yesterday. What the heck?
I don't
I'll
want,
be like,
because you don't have the management staff. Like, you're not gonna have the management staff and those people that do the things and the experience that
and
I
you
have
know I don't.
the
And you
bandwidth.
know I don't. You know I
Facts.
don't. And so the moment that I say yes to the tour, you should have got on the phone with your management and said, set this up for my dude Keith. Set this up for Cleo because she said yes to coming on tour. So we need to sequester, we need to have this food for her. We need to book these rooms for her and all of that. So we need to prepare for all of that. So if you don't have the clout to be able to tell your management team or whoever that such and such is going on tour and they need to have all of this stuff ready for her, then she don't need to be coming on tour and she don't need to be telling her that she could come on tour.
Absolutely.
What in the world? No. Because the moment I'm with Shah, the moment that I see like, oh, and I'm not even expecting to be eating with what O eats every night. I'm not expecting to be staying where O is staying every night. No, I'm not expecting that. Am I expecting the security to grab my bags? No, I'm not. No. But I'm expecting the bare necessities to be taken care of. Yes, I am.
Room and
Like
board.
room and board, survival. Huh? Yeah, that's absolute lunacy to me. And so they've been killing Ice Spice, and her career might be over for it. So it might be over for it. So Ice is in hot water.
She got one flow. We ain't gonna miss it. It's one flow. But it's heavy on the last minute too. Like I'm not trying. You're not.
That's right.
Like know your worth. Know your worth.
Y'all
know your worth.
I like it.
You could definitely be on some time. Like, okay, sis, I appreciate you reaching out to me, but I'm probably not gonna make the first show.
It's a little late.
It's a little late.
But Cleo wasn't doing. But that's classic. She ain't doing nothing anyway.
Right, but either way, right?
I wasn't doing nothing better.
Right. If you're not doing nothing, line it up so when you do step out to do something, it won't be the last time. You gotta capitalize on these opportunities. Ice Spice is popping. She has a following. That following can now be like, hold up, I like what she had. Who was the girl that opened? That's how it happens. Like, you know what I mean?
I get it. So you feel like y'all y'all said afterthought. You feel like I'm only saying this so I cover my bases as a friend. Like, oh, I told you I was going on tour. You could roll with me.
I'm saying this in the space of, okay, if you're going to stay and you realize what you got yourself into and you see the accommodate, make the best of it and come out on top. Like, you know, I mean? It's a little level of,
it can go to
give and take.
Yeah. Because it's like one of those things like, I can understand that's your friend, but from what I'm hearing, that's not your friend. Like y'all use that term too loosely.
I think that's but I think I see 24-year-olds doing stupid stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I think consideration that level, like their frontal lobe still ain't even fully developed yet at 24. Like, you know what I mean? Like these frontal lobe
they got
people,
one more year left. They got one more year left. So what you saying?
Yeah,
it's a lot
but still, nevertheless, frontal lobe. But I'm saying this at 24, I see stupid stuff happening like that at 24. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And like where at 24, I would probably be going off. Say it was Sharice, I'd probably be I'm going off on Sha. You know what I mean? At 30 something, I'm just hopping off the tour.
That's it.
And I'm probably never speaking to her ever. Because I'm like, you should have had me, bro. You should have had me. This is stuff that you should know. So I don't have time to yell at you and talk to you about it. You should just know already. You know what I mean? So I don't, you know what I mean? But at 24, you do all of that and they may not understand. And so I give grace in that respect. But yeah,
there,
she know now.
I'm too damn nice, man. I'm too nice, bro.
Is there entitlement there on Cleo's end? No?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
But I think there's a certain level of entitlement that I don't fault her for that. For having it. I think that there's benefits that come with being somebody's friend. I'm expect like if I'm they best friends at that time, allegedly, there's certain things that I'm going to expect from you and O that I'm not going to expect from other people. Flat out. I don't fault her for that. You know what I mean? I expect to be treated. Not me, but I'm not mad at her for feeling like she should have felt like an extension of Ice Spice. I'm not mad at her for that. I wouldn't, but I'm not mad at
the extent of this friendship.
At the basic level, I think that she should have felt like an extension of Ice Spice. You know what I'm saying? This just very basic. Hey, I set you up. You want to come on this tour? I set you up with the itinerary, bro. We leave out this day. This is where you're gonna be staying. I got you a room. It ain't no suite or nothing, but you here. You feel me? And that's how I'm gonna play it. And that's how I would try to play it. And then, I don't know, was she part of the tour as well? Like, was she opening up for her or what?
Yeah, she was performing. That was the whole thing. It was an opportunity. And that's the other thing. Why are you telling me a day before? Why are you telling me a day before and then acting like,
that's crazy.
Oh, you should have had all of this stuff squared away already?
Yeah, that's
not
tough.
a day
that's
before.
Tough.
I should not have. Yeah.
It's a lot of things wrong.
That's like telling somebody that, hey, you should know my thoughts before I think them. You should have known that I was going to go on tour. Why didn't you know?
Nah, it's like when King be like, you should have already been in motion.
You remember that video? That video, bro. That video, man. Oh.
Because I swear that's how parents think.
That joint, like, that's what, 2013, 2014?